Yo! What up, people? This your boy, Uncle Big D. 2015. You understand me? Los Angeles, California's finest. The host with the most. Grind of the year. You understand me? Man, welcome to the first installment of the Daily Dose of Game by Uncle Big D, man. This is a new series I'm putting out. New show that we're gonna start recording every day, man. It's all about how to win in life, man. Living out here in Southern California my whole life, Los Angeles, and all these other places all around, Los Angeles County and the Inland Empire, Orange County. This is one of the most expensive places to live in the whole world and the United States. First is New York, then it's Hawaii and California. Most expensive. This apartment I'm in right now, this place costs $2,300 and it's only a 2-bedroom. So we out here in this society and everything out here is all about money. Nobody out here is real. Everybody's fake. Everybody has game. Everybody has whatever they got to try to do to try to get something from somebody else. Nobody out here is friendly. When I meet people from almost like they're not sincere. When I meet people from other states, other countries, everybody's still light at heart, kind, normal, friendly, open, down to earth. People from California out here, nobody's friendly. Not one person is down to earth. I can't even go outside nowhere. I can drive 50 miles radius anywhere. Nobody even talk to me because everybody's bougie. Anybody want to try to, or even if they poor, they bougie. That's the thing out here. This is the king capital of broke, bougie, bottom bougie. Broke ass people. I'm not down in broke people. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a different life. You can't judge people. What I'm saying is, they're not open. The whole thing with success, and one of the main things I've learned throughout the years, is that your network is your net worth. You don't know who you're going to meet. You can't judge people by looks all the time. You have to be open. If you're not open to receive, how will you receive the blessings or things, that came in alignment to you somehow when you meet a certain person at a certain time and place, and you're not in tune, most of you are not in tune with the universe or knowing how things work, so you in your own mind think that you know everything already. You know what I'm saying? Most people in their 20s and their young people are like that. Even people in their 30s out here. Everybody out here is lost and confused. It's too fast-paced for them. They can't get up on game. They don't understand game. They don't understand the dynamics of how things work, how the system is set up. And the main thing is you have to be ahead of the game or catch up. If you're not ahead of the game or you ain't caught up, you're going to always be behind and you're going to always have a problem. So that's why I'm here. You understand me? Uncle Big D is here to help you people. I'm here to help you, and we're going to give y'all some game, man. We're going to teach y'all some daily lessons, and we're going to have some talk, about some good things and some information that you probably need in your life. A lot of things that I've said, and when I meet a lot of people, and throughout the years when I've talked to people, I've said things and gave people knowledge and game that they never heard in life. Like 70% of the time, most people say, I've never heard that before. Well, a lot of these people are older. I talk to people all ages, but a lot of people that told me this have been older, in their 40s and 50s. Now, if nobody ever in your life, if you fit 45 years old, 50 years old, ain't nobody ever in your life had came across you yet, or you never heard something that I've said, but then, you don't want to believe me, or you want to try to question or down talk me, that's fine. But you need to be really appreciating me and cherishing me and being thankful and grateful that you even came across my, my presence. You understand me? Because if nobody in your life ever told you some of the things that I've told you and gave you some of the information and you never heard it before, that means I'm the person you need to really be trying to gravitate towards to even try to soak up something. Instead of trying to down me. You feel me? So that's just one of my disclaimers. Another disclaimer I have is you don't have to believe anything I say. You know what I mean? I'm not here for that. This ain't about believing, it's about achieving. Anything I say, you can go research it yourself. That's research it yourself, my bad. I need some water. Hold on a minute, y'all. I forgot my water up here. I need to throw it. Get dry. Anything you ever hear me talk about or say or mention, go research it yourself. I'm not making up nothing. I speak truth from the heart. Uncle Big D ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about winning game. I wouldn't even be sitting here talking to you because ain't nothing that I can get from you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all getting things from me. And that's the whole thing. A lot of times people don't understand that either. They think I'm just there if I ever start talking or spending some knowledge of the game or in a conversation, or if I'm somewhere talking to somebody else and they happen to be ear hustling, listening, and then they want to hop in. People think that I'm just there, I'm trying to run game on them. Or that I'm just spitting this for, I don't need nothing. You can't do nothing for me. Ain't nothing you can do for me but pay homage or just give me some respect and remember my name. Remember who you got the game from. Because you ain't giving me nothing. I'm giving you all this for free. Plus, the way the universe works, you know, blessings come back around. Good things come back around. I'm content with just as long as I know that in my life I'd have been out here doing the most. Near-death situations hundreds of times. I've been attacked, plotted on, you know, every day by everybody. When you're living out here in California, you know, everybody against you. The Mexicans, police, the Asians, all the different country people, other black people, everybody against you out to attack you. Everybody's a hater. And I'm a survivor, man. I'm here. I ain't gonna tell you my age yet, but I've been around for a long time. 25-something years in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't took no breaks yet. And I'm still here winning on top. You understand me? So, learn some game from a winner. When the winner's talking and speaking to you, you better open your ears and listen. Because not everybody gets to make it to the age that I'm at, still doing what we want to do. I still look young, dress young, you know. I get females every day who's in their 20s, females in their 30s, all ages. You know why? Because I ain't burnt out. You know what I'm saying? I'm still thriving and surviving, still motivated, and doing the damn thing. And we ain't got time for, you know, why? Because I got game, knowledge I've accumulated throughout the years in all aspects of life and angles and to survive. You know what I mean? If you ain't a strategist out here, if you're not a scientist, you won't survive. Everybody, I'm from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school in the 1990s. Everybody that I went to school with is all dead. Or they in jail for life. Or they burnt out. I went on Facebook looking at people my age and my grade. Or people that I remember from back in like 93, 95. They all burnt out. Ain't nobody looking like me, looking great, feeling great, doing it, just living. You know what I'm saying? The only very few that are just neutral, still neutral, just living their life. And even them people, they bored. They do the same repetitious thing every day. I've been an entrepreneur for the past 20 years. You know what I mean? I ain't worked for nobody since '96. Only 1 month, Christmas help. Ever since then, I didn't hit the streets and been utilizing all the resources and knowledge and just soaking up knowledge, game, study long and strong in all angles of life and the creation. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out this matrix that I was in. I grew up poor, you know what I mean? Single mama, raising 2 babies, 2 boys. And I had to figure out at a young age. When I was 10, I was hustling. You know what I mean? I was trading. I didn't have money. We didn't have school clothes money. You know what I'm saying? We had about $100 a year for the whole year of school clothes. That was our allowance. And my auntie had gave half, and my mama did the other half. That was our school clothes money for the whole year. And they used to hit the swap meet or go get some Anchor Blues from Miller's Outpost there for on $20 on sale. 5 pants and 5 shirts. I grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that had only way I'm gonna get some extra money or get something is I had to go out myself into the streets, go trading people shit, go selling stuff. You know what I mean? Gift to gab, mouthpiece. And it's worked for me. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has a plan for me. I used to think when I was like, maybe when I was around 21, even when I was 19, I used to feel bad, like, damn. Even though I used to have things, I used to feel like, because the society would make you feel like if you don't go to college, or if you didn't graduate high school, or if you didn't, you know, that you're a failure. But come to find out, that's just all a hoax. It's all a mind games for them to train. They just training you to work for them to be their slave for the rest of your life. Me, I've been trained, you know what I mean, through the grace of the Lord, to be a winner in life and how to stand on my own and know the dynamics of how the world functions and to boss up and take control of myself into whatever I'm trying to do. We're going to manifest that, and I know how to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? All the ins and outs and, you know, whatever we're trying to do at any given time. Okay, so by now you've heard some of the things I had to say, and you know from what I've said by now, you should know if you want to keep listening to me or not. If you want to still keep tuning in to Uncle Big D, hearing what I had to say. A lot of these people is curious. The average person is going to be curious, so they're going to keep listening. So I advise you to keep listening because you ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? You know, most people out here, when I try to holler at them, they act like they ain't got time. I got to go. You can't even talk to these people for 1 minute. That's why they all stupid. The average person out here in this society is retarded. They slow. They don't. They program and control. Just walk around. I call them robotoids. You know, they zombied out. They don't have their own mind. You know what I mean? And that's why these people don't want to listen to nothing. They act like they're in a rush. Where are you going? You ain't going nowhere. You're going in circles. Like this girl that worked at the mall, I told the other day, she been in the mall working at the same place since 2001. She don't even make enough money to afford like a car note. But she always, since for the last 15 years, she been acting, when you try to talk to her, say hi, and she know you, she know my name, she know me, all that. But when they see you, they be frowning. She act like she can't say hi and all that. And I be saying, you know, why you act like that? You act like you can't hear nothing. Because I might have that game, or I might have that spit that'll get you to another level, that I can put something in your brain that'll make, instead of you going in the same circle, you have a key to go, you know, evolve and advance to a next level or something. But most people don't want to listen to you at all. Maybe because they judge the way I look, the way I dress. You know, I mean, this is just me. This is my style. I've been dressing like this for the longest. You know, I mean, I ain't trying to look like nobody else, be like nobody else. I'm an original. You know what I mean? I got pictures of me in 1992 with the Carl Knives when the Carl Knives first came out. You know what I'm saying? I was cross-colored out in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I was true sneakers and Deodoras and all that. So I'm an original in this right here. You know what I mean? But let's move on. So today I'm just giving y'all, you know, a brief rundown, introduction of who I am. And I want to let you people know that there's a lot going on right now. It's 2015. The world has been changing very abruptly. It's been going into a direction. And when I mean world, I mean the mental. And the situation of the human family. Okay, because you got to remember, every day there's a lot of people being born all over the world. Especially with how they got the industry of farming, monoculture farming, and all these things, and how they got where people are able to, it's more people able to live and be able to sustain themselves through, you know, this type of system than there was ever in the history of mankind. Because remember, people back in the day had to go hunt for their food, farm, the weather wasn't right, all that stuff you wasn't going to eat. Just like on that Alaska TV show, you see the people got to go and hunt their own food. If they don't catch that bear, or that deer, you understand me? They before that winter storm, that first winter storm come through, they gonna be stuck. You know what I'm saying, for the whole winter with no meat or no food. So y'all ain't gotta worry about that these days. And that's how it's able to feed all these people in this society, in this world. They just go to the grocery store, eat, get some food. You know what I mean? And there's people being born every day massively. Out here, it's the Latinos and Hispanics. I looked at the went on the internet researching and seen a lot of the stats and numbers on how, you know, the government and the census and the stats, and they saying that, you know, half of every single person in California, half the numbers, everybody in California, they saying it's like 40 million. Just on, I know it's more than that, but on the thing, it says 15% is Mexican. Go look it up yourself. So if 15% of 40 million, I'm tripping. I did the numbers wrong, my bad. It was more than 15%. It was 35% or 37%. Anyway, that's, if it's 37% of every single person in California, that's almost 40%. You know what I'm saying? That's almost half. Damn near half. The other half is everybody else mixed in. So the average person is Mexican. Okay? And all the other races, Asian, Chinese, black, white, whatever you have it, is the other 60%. Okay? So you got these people being born every day here. And what's feeding them is the food, the grocery stores. These people in California, ain't nobody out here farming their own food, man. Everybody gets their food from the store. That's another subject, another day. We're going to talk about the nutrition and all the things, you know, the processed foods and, you know, soy lecithin and all these other things that bond, you know, they put in the foods that bond to your cells, that, you know, interface with these phones and these computers that's controlling these people's brains. That's another day, but we're going to keep going what we're talking about. So basically what I'm saying is, when you have all these people, the humanity, the world has changed, okay? I looked up on the thing, it said, like, 5% now is black people in California. So we got 40% Latino, only 4 to 5% is black. And the rest of the 45% is everybody else. Okay. So, remember, the black people are the soul brothers, soul people. Okay? That's another subject too. That's another day. Right now, I'm just giving you a brief rundown of what my show is about and who I am and what we're going to be, some of the things we're going to be talking about. So, the soul people. Also, we are the engineers. Okay, go Google this. We the ones that created the cell phone, the computers, the www dot, like the way that the interface, the way that the internet is, how you can put www dot in the window. A black man created that. Go Google it. The email system, another black man created that in 1978. The computers, every computer, whether it's IBM, whether it's Apple, Macintosh, whatever have you, a black man owns 33% of the patent. 33% of every computer, the patent. This laptop right here is a black man who owns the patents of 33% of everything in this computer. What is the electrical board? His name is Mark Dean. IBM, Google him. Mark Dean. Okay, he's a black man. So, again, I'm not getting into no black Afrocentric, none of that kind. I'm just saying through sciences, I'm just telling you, explaining something, trying to get to another point. Okay. Refrigerator. You know, black man created the airplane. The Wright brothers just stole the patent from the black dude who created the airplane. You know what I'm saying? They just do all the patent offices stuff, but they'll take the idea and put it in their name. But they'll take the ideas and steal the ingenuity from us. Okay. Just like we created a whole bunch of other things. We aren't going to get into that subject. It's not about racism with me. It's about the science and the real, true knowledge of certain things we're trying to get to, because you got to have all the elements in place and dynamics, and to know what was what, when, where, how, to be able to get to, you know, the premise of what you're trying to get to know the truth of a certain, you know what I mean, to know the real, or you're going to be lost in between the shit, which is the matrix, if you don't know all the real shit. So anyhow, the human family, okay, when you have an imbalance of ingenuity, intellect, new things, mind, you know, you're going to fall dormant, okay, which is what I believe this society is falling now. You know what I mean? Because all these people here are not the creators. They're not the ones that's creating nothing. They're just living up under what certain people invented and created. Even if you're talking about the United States government or Mexico, the government founded in 1910, and in 1929, you know, Vicente Guerrero, who was a black Creole man, Google it, gave Mexico their independence. You know what I'm saying? And California, Texas, all this was Mexico back in the day, but it was not the same Mexicans that you see out here today. Okay, back in the days, in the 1800s and prior to that, the Mexicans were, look at my color, they were mixed with black. Creole people. Even the ones in California. Go with the Pico family or the Tapia family that owned all the Rancho Cucamonga. All these lands were called ranchos. The ranchos. You know what I mean? The Pico family owned all of Beverly Hills and, you know, that part of LA. There was another family that owned Los Alamitos and Long Beach and all that. San Jose was another ranchos. That was the first one that was sold to the European. Okay? They were black. Google them. They were black Spanish people. Same thing in Mexico. They were black people in the 1800s until 1860. I believe it was 1865. This guy, this monarch's son, I think from Germany or Austria or something like that, came out here. They came to Mexico, went to the capital. They stole Mexico. The Germans did, and then that's when the European influx came to Mexico, and they started mixing up, and they was doing whatever they was doing since the 1860s, and then they stole it from the blacks, mixed it, and that's what these people is today. That's why a lot of these Mexican people out here now got blue eyes. Everybody that says they're Mexican, they look European or Middle Eastern or something. They're not dark skinned. They hate black people. They're racist. Okay? So these are not the same Mexicans that founded Mexico. Okay? We got to get that together. So anyhow, there's an imbalance. And from my point of view, just through the years of science, through the sciences and information, the black people are been gone. You know what I mean? When I was coming up in the 80s and 90s, it was black, white, Mexican, Asian. Mexicans only lived in their city, Azusa, La Puente. They weren't the average person in society now. Now, the whole bottom half of the United States, even all the way to Arkansas, Salt Lake City, Utah, even in the Carolinas, Mexican. All of California is Mexican, all of Arizona, all of Texas. It was not like that when I was growing up. It was a diverse society, eclectic society, and I enjoyed that. We had people from all over the world. and everybody respected each other. They appreciated each other. Like, you know, if you live next door to an Indian person, then there was a Mexican person over here, and then my other friend, like, I ain't gonna say his name, they was from Barbados. Then we had people from Trinidad. Then, no, we used to appreciate that. White people used to even appreciate that. Mexican, like, other people used to appreciate other people. That you even able to live in that kind of, or be around that. That's what made America so great. That's why this was a great. Nowadays, since the last 15 years, it's all Latino. Everybody. The average, like I said, half of the people. So the average person you see out here is Mexican or something like that. And it has changed. You know what I mean? We're gone. There's no balance anymore. And, you know, basically I have not adapted yet. Okay? I have not adapted. I'm not, nothing against Mexican or Latino. I'm just saying that in this change, in this world that I've seen all before my eyes, since I've been alive, as much has changed in the last 15 years, that, and I see how people's minds are, and how nobody can comprehend just simple things. Nobody even knows they're on a planet. They don't even pay attention to the sun, the moon. They don't even know what 10 plus 2 is. These people out here are just like, I'm talking about the average person. They're just like slow and retarded. The only thing they care about is weird, stupid stuff. Like the average female, you try to talk to them, just for anything, they're going to say, oh, my boyfriend. They always bring up their boyfriend. They've been doing that since my whole life, though. But I'm talking about that. I'm not even talking about trying to get at them. I'm just saying the average person, the average female, even grown women, all the Latinos, they're the average person, they always have to bring up their boyfriend or their husband in the conversation. They can't even have 1 minute conversation without bringing up, oh, well, my boyfriend or my husband. And it's like, damn, is that all you care about? Like, I mean, is that like, you don't know, you don't even know you're on a planet, but everything based in your brain has to do with your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know the common sense about, you know, but they don't want to have a conversation about or learn anything normal. And these people, especially the people that's at the bottom, or that has not achieved or stage where they stay at as far as keep going the same circle cycle, and they dormant. They're not no go-getters. They're not motivated. They don't have aspirations and dreams and goals. They don't think big. They don't know anything beyond where they was already stuck at. You know what I'm saying? They don't think out the box. There's people that think that Pomona is far. Pomona from Los Angeles is 20 miles. It takes like 20 minutes, 20 something, like 23 minutes to get to LA, downtown LA, from Pomona. Pomona is where the LA County Fair is at. There's people in Pomona who think LA is far. But it ain't really that bad in Pomona, because people out here, we go everywhere. But people in LA think that Pomona's far because it's 20 minutes away. They think anything is far. You know what I'm saying? You got people that think Anaheim, they never been to Anaheim in their life. People in LA. There's people that never even been to, like, which is only like 30-minute drive, but they never been there. So they're in their box. You know what I'm saying? People stay in their own little box and they grow old like that. You know, and I'm just like, that was never me. That goes back into the state of dormancy, where you have certain type of people, certain type of individuals who are dormant. They just sit around. They don't use their minds. They don't care about, I think they don't have a mind. And like I said, that changes humanity. If all these black people are dying off, all the engineers, all the people with the intellect, the soul, the ones who bring life, you know what I'm saying? If all them, everybody's working against them, those very few, 5%, and always giving them a problem, they got the black man mind on some, he just trying to survive the haters that's attacking him everywhere, from every angle. You know what I mean? And then you got all them attack, all them people are just dormant, just only thing they care about is the boyfriend and attacking a black man. That's all I see. I'm be honest with you, I'm 37. I'm out here every day. Only thing I see and the main concern in the universe is following, stalking black people, attacking them, having meetings about them in secrecy to attack, how they gonna do their next attack, whatever. And I mean, the average Mexican, even when I go to the mall or anywhere, the average person, you know, they always just in your business, want to follow you, stare, and then they always want to call the police on you for no reason, because that is the protocol that they tell them to do. Even though the police never did nothing to me, because I never did nothing. These people is just, they train to work against you, give you a hard time, and then when you defend yourself because they're giving you a hard time, then they want to blackmail you against that, and they call the police. Police don't do nothing but come and do nothing. They don't write you up, they don't even look for they don't ask for my ID, they don't do nothing. And the ones that do, it's because they want to run my name, see if I got warrants, or if I got something. If I don't, they just let me go. So, like I said, they got it. They try to get. It's a dormant state, man. Because I'm a thinker, I'm a giver, I am a progenitor of thought, life, spirit, soul. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing this video. So the people who really need and I can reach the people who deserve and that want to meet me or listen to what I gotta say, who don't have nobody else around that'll speak this knowledge to them, just have a good conversation with them, you know? And I know there's nobody else, that many people out here like that, because I never run across them, and I'm out here every day. The average person want to talk about retarded stuff, but that's their brain is only programmed to just chasing money, girls, and whatever they trying to get. You know what I mean? If it's some money or if it's like something that they trying to get, everybody's only after what they after. Nobody cares about life anymore. They don't care about life. They don't care about information, knowledge, growing themselves spiritually or even mentally to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Metamorph into something greater. You know? And there's a lot to that. We'll get deep into the details of the social engineering, social sciences, civic engineering, the mind, knowledge of self, and all these different things in later episodes. But let's get back on track.